Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. First carry now for the rookie, Dalvin Cook. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
We always talk about how important speed is in the game of football. Deion Jones may be an undersized middle linebacker, but his speed allows him to get to just about anywhere on the field and make a play.
And between he and Keanu Neal, the Falcons took the top 2 spots in the NFL in terms of rookie tacklers a season ago. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Tannehill with a hook up to Thomas for a Dolphin first down. Here comes the D swarming to the line. First down, here's the run with Cook. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Again, it's Cook. They find some open field here. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. They run the counter with Cook, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Being chased out left. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. The former Indiana a Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Fresh set of downs here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And Ndamukong Suh coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Matt Bosher, 7th-year man from Miami, on to punt. The dangerous Jarvis Landry back for Miami. Landry now on the return. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. Reminder that coming up later tonight in the national window, we'll see the Giants travel out to Denver to take on the Broncos. And then tomorrow night, it's the Colts and Titans, an AFC South battle from Nashville.
Both of them have designs on winning that division.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. After the interception, here's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Coleman now. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
third down, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage, where they get lower than the offensive lineman and control.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Falcons are in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Off play action, Tannehill. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from San Diego State, DeMonte Casey.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Coleman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
To go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Around the NFL, we've got a 2nd quarter score. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he powers his way up past the 30. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. This is Coleman. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Dolphin football. So now here come the Dolphins. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Back to the air. Tannehill on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
Obviously, a big play was needed. And you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Forced out to his left. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Second down now after the pass completion. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Here's Ryan to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Falcons on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. From midfield now, here's Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He finds Coleman. And no update from Larry this week, apparently. We'll try again in week 7. But for now, let's get back to the action, ready to kick off the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And here now come the Falcons. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
The slot man in motion right. Here's Coleman. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
3rd and inches, just turn around and hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Shift together here from the D-line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here's Coleman on the toss. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And again this time to the tailback. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Haven't met a defense coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The rookie Charles Harris pushing in to make the play.
I think the Charles Harris selection by Miami at number 22 was the perfect match of player and need for the Dolphins. They needed to replace some guys on the edge, and guess what? This guy comes off of that so fast. What do you have, 18.5 tackles for losses last year at Missouri?
Led the entire SEC with those 18.5. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. On 2nd down, he'll try and run the counter. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. The Falcons on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's got Sanu. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down.
Brandon, that's a tough guy right there. He knew that was going to happen. In other words, he had to absorb that hit. How about him securing the football, churning the legs a little bit, and getting what he needed for a first down?
Well, that's the deal. On 3rd down, these guys, they know where the sticks are. He obviously knew right there.
And if you want to be a dependable 3rd down receiver, you've got to be willing to absorb those types of hits and make those sort of plays.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And this seemingly endless drive continues. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Back now here on EA Sports. run it now out of the gun. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. On 2nd down, Ryan. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Ndamukong Suh busting through to get him for a loss of 6. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now it's Ryan. Connects with Sanu right side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
All right, field goal gets you the lead here. I mean, but I might want to just go ahead and go for something big.
Oh, come on, you got to kick it.
I mean, you got to be glad I'm not the head coach here, right? The whole team would want to revolt at this point.
And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. They run it again with Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Here's Tannehill. He gets away from one. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to look deep. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from San Diego State, DeMonte Kazin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. Ryan leaves with Freeman on the draw. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. The Falcons on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. Trying to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Right. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A toss to Cook. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. So now it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there with time running out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back them up 5. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to work. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. And the Lions adding more points to their total, extending that lead. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. One last shot for Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty.
Honorable C notes.
Yeah, little fish. I say, look.